welcome back again to my channel, Time with Jessie's. Yeah, if you're new to this channel, my name is Cynthia, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming through for me. We're going to continue from where we stopped. This is the part 2 of my story, as I was telling you about, and I dropped some question. I asked if you believe that babies in the womb hear the outside word, like if you're pregnant, your baby hears what you're saying. And I asked, do you think it's a myth or is a superstition belief? And I told you guys about my story, how my baby that was barely 1 month old stopped breathing. So that's what we're going to continue from. Okay, so without wasting much time, let's get right into the video. Okay guys, I told you guys that I gave birth to this baby through cesarean section, CS, back home in Nigeria. So, and I wasn't happy because I was expecting her to be a boy because I already had 2 girls. Yeah, typical, should I say typical Nigerian lady or typical human, that we are not God, we are trying to define things for God. So that happened, and I just want to go over to what happened to her that she stopped breathing. The good thing about this, I know many people like, what about your husband? What was his reaction? My husband was not even worried. He's happy having girls. I think this thing, I don't know, is it for us lady that we want? Because I used to hear that they were like, the boys are closer to the mother while the girls are closer to the father. I don't know. But my husband was not worried. He told me that don't let God get angry with you. Don't let God get angry. That was what it was just saying. I just want to bring this story based on the question I talked about. I don't know if that was what happened, but I think that was what happened, because this is not just a myth for me, but to some of us, I think we'll still be thinking, I beg, it's not true. It's just a myth. How can baby in the womb here? How can the things you were saying really manifest in physical? But it did happen. I gave birth to this baby. I'm just going to be quick with this because really I don't want this video to be very, very long. It happened that after some time, there was a night this baby was crying. She was running temperature. She didn't take breast milk. She didn't take any. She was just crying, as in, I don't know what to do. I went to my grandma's place because I was alone back home. I went to my grandma's place to stay. My auntie came. We do call her Iye Mommy because I'm a Benin girl. So she came. She was looking at me like, this baby is not breathing well. Like, I didn't know what happened. Like, because she's fine to me. Nothing happened. The next day they were like, let's go to the hospital. We went to the hospital and it happened. We stayed the night the baby didn't sleep. She was crying. She didn't take anything from me. My auntie, God bless you, she stayed with me throughout that night. She was praying. I was just sleeping. So the next morning, what happened, there was a lady close to me in the hospital room, and she was like, breastfeed this baby now. I'm like, okay, let me breastfeed the baby. As I brought out my breast to breastfeed her, the next thing, the baby she started stretching. She was stretching and the eyes turned white. I shouted immediately. I think, yeah, my auntie went home to check because she was going to the market the next day. I shouted, come, nurse, come. I don't know what's wrong with the baby. The nurse came. They were trying all they could to, like, the nursing. She called the matron of the hospital and told her the situation of things. The next thing, they said I should take my baby to UBTH. That's the University of Benin Teaching Hospital. It's a federal hospital. So I should take her because, unlike anything that a private hospital cannot handle or could not handle, and they are referring you to, I don't know what's wrong with my English today, referring you to another hospital, you know the situation is out of hand. They can't handle it, obviously, and they directed me to this hospital. At the next I started crying, like, this baby is not breathing. That was what I heard. This baby is not breathing. I started crying. They said, madam, no, they cry, they pray. I said, Jesus, so I can't pray. As in, I ran mad on the street. I was no longer myself. I was just running like a madman on the street. Help, oh, Jesus, so my baby, oh, help, oh, Jesus. That was all I was saying. Then when we got to the hospital, when we got to the hospital, to the, all this federal hospital, I don't want to, let me not brag with my country, though, they were like, madam, when you dey, this baby don't die now, you don't go. That was what they were saying. The baby don't die, not they breathe again. Now we all na day. That's what they do before now can't stay. Maybe king can't reach like that. I was just crying. They said they should take me away from there. I don't want to even give you the ordeal of what happened there. They were sharing oxygen with another baby that was also sick. They would give my baby after some time, they would give it to the other baby. They would give my baby after some time, they would give it to the other baby before she started. This one I was saying, as skin changed color, it was already turning gray, it was already turning gray. Like the baby, I was just crying. I've never experienced that kind of a thing in my life before. I've never experienced it in my life before. The next thing, they were just like sharing the oxygen. The other baby, she was sharing oxygen with her too. Let me not say her to die, God forbid. The baby died before the oxygen was left for my baby alone. I don't know. I can still remember this child. The baby was talking. Her name is Sarah. I don't want. Let me not just go there. So it happened that baby, blessed memory, she died, and the oxygen was left alone for my baby. That was how my baby revived. God revived her, and she's alive today. She just completed 4 years. I brought this because of the myth. I think those things I was saying, I didn't want the baby in my mind. I was saying even from when I was the early pregnancy, I was already saying negative things concerning that child. I think that was what happened. For almost a week that we were in that hospital, I didn't sleep. I was sitting. Thank God for a doctor that always come at night, and because they would just ignore you there. That will come and I'm like, this baby, and she was so chubby, and she was the youngest in that ward. And the woman just came and she was like, fat baby, what are you doing here every night? But my baby would not, if I carry her, she would cry. But when this doctor comes, the doctor will carry her, move her around, and she will stop crying. So that was what happened. I'm just telling us the story that if you're pregnant, know today. If you think it's a myth or you think it's a superstition, to me it's not, because it happened. Those things I said concerning the baby almost happened, if not for the mercy and the grace of God. For God that intervened into that situation, that particular time. I'm telling us today that if you're pregnant, don't say negative things concerning your pregnancy, your child. Confess positive things to that child. Talk about things that you want that child to become in future. Yes, because they hear, and definitely whatever we say from her mouth goes straight to God's ears, and He will definitely do it for us. Because He said, whatever you say to me, whatever you say to my ears, that is what I will do. I say those things, but I thank God for intervening. I just want to bring it to us. I don't know why I brought the story, because I believe many of us, it can't be just me, there are two people in this world. There's somebody that will be like me, like you're having your child, and even if your husband, whoever it is, your husband family situation, people, when I add that my baby, but some people would just come to you, hey, now get again. Please don't do that. Whenever you go and visit a woman that just gives birth, don't say that thing, don't say those things, because you don't know the woman situation at that time, you don't know her mindset. Don't say those things. Just be happy with her. Oh, thank God you and your baby, you are alive, baby, you are welcome to the world. Say those things, because don't go and add to the woman's problem. So I add that didn't come, she just nage again. So many of those words came, and thank God for my husband, who was always giving me positive thinking, assurance that don't worry. And people always tell me that this baby that I'm looking at like this, she will do what a male child, more than what a male child could do for me or would do for me. And it's already happened. At that age, she does a lot, and I thank God for having her. I thank God for the girls I have. And telling you today, be encouraged, say positive things to your child, be relaxed, and know that God do not do things that He knows will affect you in future. Yeah, God is giving you something that will make you happy, and always say positive thing concerning your child. Thank you for staying to the end of this video. And don't forget also to drop your comments and also tell me your own. Are you passing through this situation? What is it like for you? If you have not had a child, what is your expectation? What do you want? Some people are very lucky that they have it mixed, when they have a boy, they have a girl, boy, girl, like that. But whatever it is that God has blessed you with, know that is the best. Just know today that whatever God has blessed you, God is not a God of confusion. He's not a God of mistake. Whatever He has given to you is the best. And don't say anything negative concerning your child, because they're here. Say, speak to that situation. Speak. You are in it's not a condition, it's a blessing. So speak to that child. If you're pregnant, lay your hands on your pregnancy and say positive things to that child. If you're pregnant watching this video, if you're expecting a child, if you're expecting God to bless you, just know that your womb has been opened for God's blessings in multiple fold in Jesus' name. And if you're pregnant, safe delivering is for you. You shall deliver like the Hebrew women in Jesus' name. Thank you for staying to the end of this video. And again, if you're new to this channel and you love seeing this face and you like what I'm doing, to encourage me, please subscribe if you haven't, and do not forget to like this video, share the video, and you don't know who might be blessed or who might want something to say. And also do not forget that we do a lot in this video. We do DIYs, makeup, cooking, baking, because I'm a baker and I love cooking also, and anything I think that will interest you and will be a blessing to you, definitely I would bring it to you. Thank you all for staying to the end of this video. Love you all and see you on my next video. I remain your girl Cynthia. Bye bye.